What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to talk about this IQ Tour Ruby. You guys already know everything about it. C3 centripetal core, 15 pounds RG, 2.49, 029 differential, R2S Pearl cover stock, comes out of box with the reactor gloss finish. Today, we're going to throw it not with the reactor gloss finish. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. More than half of you guys are not subscribed, and I would super appreciate it if you just smash that subscribe button. It's a free way and a great way to help support the channel. And down below in the description, there's going to be a link where you can order an IQ Tour Ruby or anything bullet related. It's a great way to help support the channel. If you like the jersey I'm wearing in this video, coolwick.com, use my promo code Napoles10, that'll get you 10% off your entire order. All right, so like I said, this normally comes out of box at that reactor gloss finish. And it's okay. I think it's a pretty good ball. It just ends up being in a weird positioning in my bag. So what I did was I hit it with a 500 pad to take the polish off. Then I hit it with a 2000 pad and then a 3000 pad. So it still looks pretty shiny, but definitely no polish on it. And it's going to be a ball that I'm going to try to take a look at either on the fresh or that first go-to transitional ball. So we're going to be here on lane 64 at We're going to be here on lane 64 at South Point on a fresh, typical house shot. And then let me know down below in the comments, guys, do you guys prefer your pearls with a little bit of surface, or do you like the out-of-box polish? All right, so this is the Ruby here on the fresh with a little bit of surface, just to smoothen out that transition here. Yeah, that was really good. Way smoother than with it out of polish. Got that in, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, motion-wise, this puts it closer to the Tour Solid, but I think it's still gonna shape more down lane. Yeah, so I already liked the Ruby with the polish. I like it even more with a little surface. Oh, fall off. See it? All right, let's repeat that shot except post it at the line. I think we got something going here, guys. Yeah, we definitely got something going on here, guys. Dude, this ball was surface. All right, I'm excited. I am excited. Got that right. Yep. Can't miss right like that. Yeah, on the fresh like this, I can't shove it right because it's still a really quick responding cover. Let's get this more up the lane. Chasing this left because I think if I'm too far right, it's going to shape too much down lane. Let's see how this looks here. All right, let's go to that same spot and soften up. I definitely don't want to jump too far in too fast with this ball. Like that should be really good. All right, we'll stay there for a couple shots and then take our first break here. Oh! All right, last shot here before our first break. That's a pretty good shot. And I 4-pin. All right, so coming off that first group of shots, throwing the Ruby with a little surface, I think I definitely like it more than with the polish. I think it puts it into a more usable place in the bag where, like I said, with the polish, it's a little bit too quick down lane, and then because of the polish, it's a little bit too clean, a little bit too weak when I go to it in transition. I think that with this, a little bit of surface, it's more usable on the fresh, and I think it could be a ball that I can go to sooner than with the polish. So let's get back on the lanes, continue to play around different parts of the lane to see which part of the lane I think that this ball is going to look at the best from. All right, we're going to move one left off that last 4-pin. The moves are always going to be a little smaller with these weaker balls. good shot. All right, we're just gonna stay here and then chase it left as needed. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with this ball with a little bit of surface. Everyone died on that shot. Yeah, what I really like about this ball is that it's a pearl, so even when I miss right, it should have more recovery down lane. Oh, and then you miss into the soup and it don't hook. Yeah, if I'm gonna miss, I have to miss right. Can't miss left like that. Yeah, when I shape this ruby, it looks really, really good. This might be my last shot here from left. I think the lanes are forcing me to move a little right. And then it does that. And then it does that. All right, let's stay there. Of course, that always happens. So let's just stay here. Start chasing left a little and see. See, if I get it in, it doesn't hook at all. All right, let's get this going a little bit further right than that. Yeah, that's a good shot, so let's repeat that. Or miss in. All right, Luis, just be better, be better. Like there. Just be better like that. All right, that was a much better shot. Last shot before our second break. All right, so that was the second group of shots, and when I move in, I definitely have to create larger angles because it is still R2S Pearl. Even though it has a little bit of surface, it's still a very weak formula. But as you guys can see, even moving a little bit further left, as long as I get it right, it gives you that true and tested R2S Pearl motion. So I'm gonna get back on the lanes and then just continue to chase left as needed. And ultimately, I think that I'm never gonna polish this ruby again, if I'm being honest. We're gonna start here one left, and then we'll make adjustments here accordingly throughout. Oh, that's... How does that... All right, let's say it together, everyone. Be better, Luis. Like that. Where my money at? All right, repeat, 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 repeat. And let's move left a little bit here, just for the giggles. Missed right there, but it'll... Oh! It's just so nice to have that bounce to the right. Let's make it better. You done? That was one of the better shots I've thrown in a while. I really like this ball with surface. I mean, if we're being honest, this video could have ended 20 shots ago. I was sold from the beginning. Yeah, like the last 3 or 4. And the last like 4 or 5 shots, I've been working on trying to have an open hand at the top, and it's looked really good. So let's just keep working on that here. All right, I got that one a little in. Again, let's just be better here. right, last shot of the video here. Again, let's end on a good note. Guys, I have never 5-7-10'd, and I legitimately almost 5-7-10 there. So we're gonna throw one more shot. Can't leave on that nasty stuff. Oh, okay, one more. All right, so it's just like basketball. You gotta leave on a make. I'm not leaving till I throw a strike. This is BS. All right, well, there you have it. I'm basically never going to polish that ruby again because I think it rolls 10 times better than it did with that out-of-box polish. And I was a fan of that out-of-box polish. It's just that with the surface, it gives me more control, easier to repeat shots because I know that it's never going to jerk off the spot. And then when I miss in, it's going to be a little bit earlier and not just push right through that oil. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. As always, I appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Come on. Don't make me beg. Okay, please. Don't make me beg. Till next time.